Et voilà que nous continuons nos programmes aujourd'hui bon matin. Et nous, l'autre conversation aujourd'hui, il y avait un petit madame pas nouveau, le bonjour Cécile, Dr. SUGANYA, nous retournons aujourd'hui bon matin. Et cette fois-ci, nous avons un nouveau topic. Nous avons tout ça, nous disons welcome back. Welcome back, doctor. How are you?
Moi bien, merci. Comment vous allez?
Moi, pas trop mal. Moi, pas manqué. Ou bien?
Moi bien.
Ou bien. Encore une fois, on retourne Cécile. You're back here in the Seychelles. And this time, of course, we're talking about something new.
Yes.
So, what are we talking about today?
We are talking about obesity and we have the solution behind it.
All right. So when we talk about obesity, obviously there's different levels that we need to be very careful about. Obviously, there are some people who might look at themselves in the mirror, and for certain reason, they might think that they are obese. Now, what do we consider as obesity?
When the body mass index, when we calculate it with height and weight, and if it crosses more than 28, then we are on the red alert. And if it is more than 30 plus, 35 plus, then it is the red signal.
All right.
And we need to look into that deeply, because if we know by ourselves that we can carry only particular amount of weight, our body bones are made only for the particular weight. When we are obese, then we have so many side effects because of obesity itself.
Okay. Now, let's talk about some of the side effects. Now, you mentioned on the structure of the, shall we go into the skeleton of the body?
Right.
What are some of the damages, especially the bones?
See, I have a flower.
I saw you with your flowers. I was wondering. Okay.
Let's say this is the flower. This is our body.
Okay.
The prime organs. This is the heart. All the 5 petals I can tell.
Okay.
The heart, the lungs, the kidney, the brain, the liver.
Okay.
All held by our skeleton.
Yes.
And this is the gastrointestinal tract. Our stomach feeds all these organs.
Okay.
So when we overfeed ourselves, and when we feed ourselves with very much fatty foods, you know, fat gets itself deposited as clots, and it can get clogged in the heart, can cause stroke, heart attack, can grow into the brain, can cause paralysis, stroke, can go into the lungs and cause difficulty in breathing. During sleep, you might go breathless, or you might snore a lot. That is different. But sleep apnea, what we call is like unable to breathe in deep sleep. In kidneys, passing urine is become a real challenge, because the kidneys are allowed or designed to excrete only certain amount of you know, the unwanted waste. So when it is overloaded, again the kidney fails and liver gets fatty.
And we recognize that when one kidney, when one organ fails to work properly, it reflects on all the other, because it's a chain, isn't it?
That is why all the petals are held together by the beautiful body we have been gifted. So any organ fails, then one fails, the other also withers. Like the flower falls, withers down from the tree, then the whole system collapses.
We know what we say, prevention is better than cure.
Always.
An apple a day keeps the doctor away, but you know, Dr. SUGANYA is like, you eat your apple, but you still have to come and see her. So what are some of the prevention, before we go into the measures of worst case scenarios, it is what it is, what are some of the preventions that we can implement in our lives?
It's always very simple. It is always disciplined eating and self-motivated exercise.
Exercise. Vraiment important, l'exercice.
Very simple. Low sugar. Low sodium. It's too low.
But you know, you're talking to Seychelles right now, eh?
I know.
Doctor.
I really know.
But even in India, you love your sweets.
And
she brought me sweets as well. And then she tells me, Pamas, DC, the doctor, franchement. But I don't get some zoli, get comme si.
Sweet is always a celebration.
Yes, it is a celebration.
Have as many, but
moderation.
Have it in moderation. Moderation is the key.
And then I can exercise a little bit.
You should. Daily exercise routine of 30 to 45 minutes. 30 to 45 minutes. See, don't stress yourself too much into should I do cardio or should I do strength or should I do weights. It's nothing like that. If you're not able to do your exercise routine, finish your day with a simple walking of 45 minutes. A brisk walk can burn calories even up to 500. So it is always that motivation and exercise. And people do exercise and they expect results on the same week.
Yes.
Or 2 days later, they measure their weight and the inches and say, no change, then why should I? Never give up. Exercise is always a slow scale process, like the mountain hiking we do.
Yeah.
We never run on the mountain.
Yeah.
We hike slowly, one step at a time.
Shall we say it should be like a lifestyle, something that
Yes.
is part of your daily life,
Yes.
your daily routine. Just as you wake up and go to work, it's the same. You wake up and do an exercise.
Yes, wake up.
Implement it.
Some doesn't find time
Yes.
during the day, but finish your day
Yeah.
by a brisk walk at least.
Okay.
If you're given enough time, convert the walking
Yes.
into jogging.
Now, I have to ask you a question, doctor. I am in my 40s. I'm
Yes.
not shy to say it. What are some of the expectations? Because we've noticed I've put on a bit of weight.
Yeah.
And I know my hormones are all over the place. So is there a difference between ladies and gents?
No, not really.
Not really?
Not really.
Okay.
So, to be very honest, yes, we do undergo hormonal changes.
Okay.
But not at 40, but only when we reach the perimenopause, somewhere 48 to 50.
Okay.
And all our hormones start to play all the gimmicks at that time.
All right.
And we need to be very aware that we are more prone to excess weight gain, rapid weight gain. It is not excess.
Okay.
It is just that rapid weight gain.
Okay.
Whatever hormones that was keeping us very fit and firm now goes low. And then here the change occurs when compared to men, we women face this strange criteria when we reach our mid-40s or like 45 to 50
Yeah.
years, then the rapid hormonal change will bring your rapid weight gain. It
Okay.
is like you will be eating the same diet for the past 20 years and you would have been fit over the past 20 years with the same weight. But now here, whatever you are having as a routine, now the metabolism slows down. The body is not able to metabolize. So obviously you get weight, you gain weight and you
Oui.
can see it by yourself.
OK. So there you go, mesdames et messieurs. Il y a quelque chose que vous supposez implémenter dans la vie quotidienne tous les jours. Faire ci qui ou comprendre un petit peu l'exercice dans la vie. Par exemple, dit, on va dire tailler, faire marathon, tous les trous maillés, mais at least dans la journée, on a 30 à 45 minutes que vous dédiez pour un moment quand vous faites un petit peu l'exercice ou transmet un petit peu par exemple. Now, we've talked about the options.
Yeah.
We've talked about the definitions. But how do we cope if the scenarios are very different? Some people are striving to lose weight, and obesity is a medical issue now
Yeah.
to them.
Sylvie, I'll be very clear here.
Okay.
See, the people who really want to lose weight
Yes.
will always begin with dieting,
Okay.
which I strongly say no to that.
All right.
Because you deprive yourself of the balanced nutrient required by your body. So, when you starve of carbohydrates, when you say no to no carb, zero sugar diet, you can follow it up to 28 days or 21 days, 3
Okay.
weeks max. Then your mind goes crazy because your brain
right.
is used to the sugar levels. Now, when your brain doesn't receive that enough glucose,
Yes.
then binge eating happens, then hunger pangs happens, then mood swings happen.
Yes.
When the dieting doesn't reflect in your weight, obviously you lose all the hope and then you stop dieting,
Yes.
you overeat and there ends everything. So it is never dieting, it is always disciplined eating. Eating moderation is the key.
Yeah.
Low sugar, low sodium and no alcohol.
No
That's it.
alcohol. I like how she sings it. In case you didn't get it, so she said no alcohol. She said no alcohol. So she sings it this morning so that you understand. Doctor, I can't not ask you. You said dieting, preferably you fix your diet. Yeah. Continue
Very
la
much.
diète. Si vous pas manger épée légumes, et comprendre un petit peu légumes, ou poisson, etc. What about fasting? Now, I see a lot of people doing that nowadays.
Yes. Now,
talk to us about this.
Yes.
Is it
there
a
are-
good thing?
No. See, understand.
Okay.
What is called as breakfast?
Okay.
We break the fast overnight.
All right.
So it is not fasting
Yes.
that I recommend because your body is deprived of glucose and ketones get accumulated.
Okay.
I would always recommend an early dinner. So when you have your dinner as early as sunset
Yes.
at the end, like 5 or 6 p.m., then your body is tuned to a rhythm and you can have your breakfast in your routine time of 9 a.m.,
Okay.
7 to 9 a.m.
Yeah.
You can break the fast. See, to begin your day, your body needs energy.
Yeah.
So, ideally, fasting is not recommended.
Okay.
Suddenly, the sugar levels dips down.
Yeah.
Suppose we are concentrating on obesity with very obese women.
Yeah.
Their body requires the carb and the energy to work. What if she goes into hypoglycemia, like low sugar, passes out, and then she needs sugar drinks?
Yeah.
The whole thing collapses.
Yeah.
I always recommend, if you are planning to fast, don't fast, but have your dinner early.
Yeah.
And keep your dinner very simple, like salads and fruits, and keep it as a high fiber.
Yes.
Have it rich in protein as well.
Yeah.
You can have boiled eggs, and have it at 5 to 6 p.m.
So the earlier you eat, the better for your body to take time to break
Yes,
it
no
down.
fasting.
Rest as well, and then we start it off.
Yes.
The next morning.
Yes.
During that period, when you say we take a dinner early, can we consume liquids like water?
Yes, you can. You can have enough water.
Okay.
Enough water. The body needs at least 3 to 4 liters of water.
Yeah.
Anyway, we are like, you can go to bed early.
Yes.
And if you feel hungry, for the first few days, early dinner might feel little challenging. But supplement it with, like, you can go for your chamomile tea or herbal tea with no milk, no sugar, and keep your, like, some lemon drops in your hot water. Have it something, and keep yourself hydrated, so you don't have to have the hunger pangs.
Vanessa, bonjour. Vanessa said there are a lot of spices in our kitchen that we can use to regulate our health issues.
Yes,
Yeah,
we have lots. We can make a filter or an extract from all these spices.
Okay.
Make it into a drink.
Yeah.
And mix it with, you have to dilute the extract made out of the spices.
Yeah.
And have it throughout in sips throughout the day.
Okay.
And this will bring down your weights in a grand scale.
If fasting is not good, why do we do it before an operation?
Now, the fasting before the operation is different.
Yes.
You need to keep your stomach empty.
Okay.
So we don't have to have the bowel or the organs bloated, so that doesn't give us a vision to operate.
All right.
So second, you might throw up when you are during your surgery. You might throw up.
Okay.
And when you throw up, the vomitus can go into your lungs.
Yeah.
So these are the precautions taken. That is why you fast before a surgery.
Okay,
Speaking of surgery,
yes.
Coming to the topic of this bariatric.
Yes, I was bringing it to that. Yes.
Yes. Now, the persons who are morbidly obese, we are talking about obesity to a larger scale.
Yes.
And they can feel it.
Yeah.
That affects their reproductive system.
Okay.
Where the woman doesn't have regular periods at all. She doesn't have seen her period over an entire year as well. So it is not menopause.
Yeah.
It is because the body's metabolism is completely changed.
Okay.
So this can reflect on her reproductive system, affect her fertility, and can cause diabetes.
Okay.
She might be in a pre-diabetic state, or she might have even high blood pressure, or whatnot when we screen her, whatnot. She has got every possibility for a clot to form in all the 5 major organs I spoke of the leaves, here, of the petals here. So it is always, prevention is better than cure.
Yes.
But when you have crossed it and when you are in need of treatment, then go for this. This is a boon here we have, which is laparoscopic sleeve gastrectomy. This is what I want to brief about, and I want to throw knowledge on it.
Yes.
Because people go under the notion that they're going to remove their stomach in total.
Okay.
It is not so. And we are going to cut and remove everything, remove the fat. There are 2 options. One is like removing the fat, which is called as liposuction.
Yes.
But Sylvie, I'll tell you, with liposuction, the fat bounces back. It will give you your favorable result for 3 to 6 months, but on a long scale, you will have all the fat that is lost bounced back into your body.
Unless you maintain it, doctor? What about if you maintain?
Even if you maintain, the body is prone for accumulating fat. So you're not disturbing the metabolism. You're just removing the excess garbage and throwing it out. And our body can receive more. The fat that was accumulated was taken and sucked out. But what we are really talking about is a solution. The solution here is laparoscopic sleeve gastrectomy.
Yeah.
I would like to share a small video clip.
I was about to say, yes, we've got the short videos. Et nous sommes capables de partager avec vous une petite vidéo aujourd'hui bon matin qui peut montrer un petit peu ça qui docteur fait cause là. Et le voilà un petit peu. This is the video, and we've even gone inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could. Was that the liver?
No, yeah, what you saw was the liver.
Yes, I was like, that must look like the liver.
That was a fatty liver.
Oh, yeah.
And you had the stomach there.
Yes.
See, I showed a long pipe, a tube-like
Yes.
instrument. That is the laparoscopy.
Okay.
This surgery is absolutely cosmetic.
Okay.
It is scarless.
Yes.
And when we put the scope inside,
Okay.
we remove only the portion of stomach that is excessively available for her.
Okay, so what we're doing in not so many ways, if we can put it in layman's terms, is we are reducing the size of the stomach.
Yes.
So, ou l'estomac, si sa grosseur, c'est simplicité, il peut réduire d'après un grosseur qui healthy.
Yeah,
Eh?
the stomach loses its size,
Yes.
the volume.
Yeah.
So now it will, you are still able to eat,
Okay.
but your proportion is automatically tuned by your brain,
Okay.
where you will not overeat at all. You
All
will
right.
eat in few small portions,
Yes.
but eventually you will have your diet rhythm regular,
Okay.
but you will soon start to feel full after a meal. So you won't have the hunger pangs.
Yes.
So this is very ideal, and once the surgery is over, you will start noticing the result. In the
Yes.
first 3 months, you lose even up to 12 to 15 kilograms.
That's
So
quite
every
a bit,
week
isn't
it is
it?
like 2 kgs.
Okay.
So a proper balanced diet will maintain the body stature and the physique, and the fertility will be restored. Your PCOS will be reversed. Your fibroid chances are come down, and your chances of getting your heart cardiac issues
Okay.
or your brain issues, everything is reversed.
So the
See,
probability of having a medical condition after your surgery is gone down.
yes, very
Stream
very-
down a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, this is aside from cosmetic purpose. We should look it as a long-term health priority.
Yes.
I would put it the other way, because you're in your 40s or in your 30s, you're obese. See, you go to for another 30 years, you're going
Yes.
to carry the weight. Your bones will eventually lose the strength.
Yeah.
Then you end up replacing the knee, because the knees are the one that is carrying the entire body weight,
Yes.
and the knee will be in trouble.
Yeah.
It would have gone when it rubs,
Yeah.
and it is not able to carry the weight. You have back pain,
Yeah.
you have knee pain, you have severe burping,
Yeah.
you can't digest food,
Okay.
but you still want to eat more,
Okay.
you don't feel energized. Above all, it's a big social issue. You go out there, everybody is saying, oh, she's overweight, look
Yeah.
at her. No. See, you improve psychologically,
Yes.
you improve physiologically,
Yeah.
you improve health-wise as well.
Okay.
Physically and mentally and socially. This is a huge reversal happening here.
Yeah. And it brings more happiness to the person. I mean, a lot of people might seem it a little bit of a cosmetic wise, but it is cosmetic, but with a purpose.
That's what I insisted.
Yeah.
See, you do the surgery.
Yes.
Yes. It is for cosmetic. You want to lose weight. Yes. But behind the surgery,
Yeah.
you have many benefits.
Yeah.
Your liver is protected
Yes.
from fatty liver.
Yeah.
And you have like now the healthy liver.
Yes.
And your heart is protected from cardiac issues.
What about
No
what
clots.
about recovery time after the surgery? Sylvie goes in, has her surgery. When are we expected to see Sylvie in full fit form?
Same day.
Same day.
Yeah, that is the magic of laparoscopy.
Oh, but
They
what
get
about
up.
where the cutting has been done?
Now, the cutting is done inside by the
Yes.
by the pipeline I showed
Yes.
you, and that is the latest we have.
Okay.
Because whatever, we don't have any bleeding. If you have seen the video,
Yes.
there is zero bleeding.
I was looking, yes.
Yeah, so when there is, the change is only internal.
Okay.
So nothing is external.
Yes.
So we start you on liquid diet
Okay.
on the same day.
All
You will
right.
be back on your feet on the same
Yes.
day. And slowly we accommodate your stomach
Okay.
to liquids first, then semi-solids and solid diet.
That's over a time frame of
5 days.
5 days. Wow.
Yes.
So, but shall we say within a month, we should be back to the normal routine. What about exercising?
The month is too long.
The month is too long, according to the
Yes.
doctor. Okay.
It's only 14 days.
14 days.
For any scar, for any injury in a
Yes.
body, the God has designed only 2 weeks.
Okay.
You see a scar.
Yes.
The same thing happens to our organs as well
Yeah.
inside. So you cut or do anything,
Yeah.
you go back to your normal
Yes.
in 2 weeks' time. So in 2 weeks' time, you focus on less spice, less oil,
Okay.
and less junk foods, and no aerated drinks.
Yeah.
And exercise is compulsory.
Yeah.
Because normally you're going to lose weight after
Yeah.
this procedure, this bariatric procedure. Normally you're going to go down.
Yeah.
But if you're doing exercise,
Yes.
then it is an added routine lifestyle modification for you in long term.
Okay.
You have added benefits.
Yeah.
One is you have the happy hormones,
Yes.
serotonin getting released, you stay happy throughout the week.
Oh, there you
So
go.
exercise always gives us a positive activity, positive energy.
Doctor, how do we get in contact with you? Once again, share your details, please, because I know certain people are probably having that conversation with themselves right now.
Yes.
And making decisions. So help them. How do they get in contact for consultation and then further that
Yes. See,
down the line?
I'm here in Dr. Murthy's.
Yes.
So until Saturday.
Okay.
So they can come in, book an appointment.
Yes.
And they can call up 2758-999. That is my personal number.
Yes.
And I have even displayed it
On the video, yes.
over the video. And they can contact Dr. Murthy's. I'm here, and I'm here every month.
Yes.
And they can contact me by Instagram as well. They know my Insta ID, Dr. SUGANYA D3VI. And I can respond to them. I can answer all their doubts. See,
Yes.
we talking over here over a few minutes
Yeah.
will never clear
Exactly.
the doubts individual patient has
Yeah.
got. Because one patient comes with zero complication.
Yes.
The other one has got fatty liver,
Yes.
has got venous clogging, varicose veins, knee issues. So the treatment differs from patient to patient. Again, I repeat, please contact me 2750-999. Please note down my personal number.
Yes.
You can WhatsApp me or contact me. And I'm here in Dr. Murthy's
Yes.
every month.
Yeah.
And at the last week of every month. Mupivini Sisal in April, living sick.
Doctor, just before we wrap things up, the surgery is done locally or overseas?
It's done in overseas.
Overseas. So
But
this,
the preparation
Yes.
is done here.
all right. So, sa konversasyon bezè pa avek ou le corps pou kapab gen sa konversasyon. Mwen konen beaucoup di mwen pede mwen lo konsen the pricing. I will refrain to asking the doctor that question. I think it's a conversation you should be having with Dr. Sugayan when you come in for a consultation. And of course, you can have all the other conversations and questions that you have on a personal basis. As she said, it's a case-to-case basis. Dr. Sugayan, it was an absolute pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
And of course, any last words for our viewers before we wrap things up immediately? We
Yes.
got 2 seconds.
Yes. To all the people out there in
Yes.
Seychelles, I recommend you please follow a healthy lifestyle. Have a disciplined eating, and moderation is the key. And combining it with exercise, you will not land up in such obesity issue at all. If I'm here to help you, I'm just a WhatsApp away. Signing off, this is Dr. SUGANYA SARAVANAKUMAR from Sugan Hospitals, Chennai, and I'm always here. And I love Seychelles. Mo passe later, c'est ça. Yeah.
Mesdames et messieurs, ça c'était Dr. Sugayan par
Thank you.
ici. Et pour baser que Dr. Mouti, ou capable de contacter avec lui. Et of course, tout le monde est là, et venu, et aujourd'hui, on fait sa conversation, l'obésité, et aussi sa qualité surgery qu'on capable de faire pour aider système pour perdre weight. Mais par contre, pareil, nous dit, moi, pour ça, pour venir pour adresser l'autre sujet, et n'a pas fait sa conversation. Thank you for coming, Dr. Sugayan. It was an absolute pleasure. Merci beaucoup. Et voilà, ça c'était le topic conversation pour aujourd'hui.